Okay guys, today I want to share something really embarrassing what I did to my car and I'm not proud of. I want to show you how Fender Rolling is done and also how it's not being done. So let's start with the bad first. So what I did here, I did the Fender Rolling, or I started to do the Fender Rolling, and it didn't work very well. I heated up the area with about 60 degrees Fahrenheit, 60 degrees Celsius, and it heated up very well. The paint was still good, and then I started to roll it and it didn't quite work. So I got frustrated because I wanted the fender to come out even more. I got frustrated, impatient, and that was my downfall. So now what I did was the worst decision ever, and I recommend you to learn from my experience. Don't do that. What I did, I hope the angle of the camera can capture this. You see here, this is the inside of the fender, original. Alright, there's about a centimeter here. And then because the rolling didn't work at the beginning, I started to cut with a saw. I started to cut this inner fender on those areas here. That was the biggest mistake. I was hoping that it would be easier then to take pliers and to kind of like bend it towards the inner wall, and that didn't work at all. So then, and it still looked good at that time, but then what I did afterwards, I took a baseball bat and I started rolling the fender the old-fashioned way, which in my eyes is the best way to do it all. But after I cut the fender here on the inside, see what happened. Now everywhere where I cut the fender from the inside fender lip, everywhere where I did that, you see now those marks here. So after I started to roll the fender, all those marks came out, and it is just ugly, very embarrassing. I'm not proud of it. I learned from that mistake. I'm not going to do that again. I hope the camera can capture that here. See all the marks here? That all came out after I rolled the fender now, and it's not going to get better. So now my goal is, since the Porsche 928 has a pretty flat fender anyways, which I don't like very much, so I'm going to cut this out, make it a little bit more round, and then I put a fender flare on top of it, and I hope that will cover everything. It would still look good. I also have then the chance to get the tire a little bit wider, which is okay. Now I show you the other side where I actually did not cut the inner fender and where just fender rolled it, which looks much better. Okay, here you see the other side where I did not cut the inner fender. I only fender rolled it with a baseball bat. I heated up the flare, or the fender actually, with about 60 degrees Celsius, and it worked very well. The only thing here, a little bit of the paint is chipping there, but other than that it worked very well. As you can see here, it came out good. It's nice, standing out, and this is how I wanted it to be. Now unfortunately, since I ruined the driver's side, I have to, even though this looks pretty good, now I have to do the same here too. I will cut out the fender that it looks a little bit more round, not so straight as it is with the 928. Don't like that design much. So then I will cut it out and put a fender flare on top of it, which allows me then also to get wider tires and wider rims, and I will update you guys on that later. Again, not proud of that, but I thought I'd share everything with you guys. Subscribe for more videos. Stay tuned. Bye bye.